Hi, my name is Jack Tucker, and you're watching BREADSPACE, your favorite bread-based talk show where we make great bread and better friends. Today my guest is Mr. Chris Donlin. Today we're sitting down to have a conversation to get to the heart of who is this guy. Let's get started. So, Chris Donlin. Hey, tell the viewers at home a little bit about yourself.
Well, recently famous. I just made it onto My Belmont after years of effort. So that's kind of what's new with me. 21, turning 22 soon.
Big. When's the big day?
December 15th. Where are we from? Planet Earth, Holliston, Massachusetts. Born and raised, lived in the same house, same bedroom my whole life. So that's kind of nice. Haven't been home since last Christmas.
Wow.
I miss it a ton. I have 2 older brothers.
Okay.
Figured you want to know about my family.
Oh, very much so.
2 older brothers. Mom and Dad, Patty, Gary. Lovely people, no pets.
So we made banana bread in the last episode, but we did definitely forget to put eggs in it. So we made sure to get eggs, and you brought a special ingredient for today.
I did. All right. So I told Jack we would have chocolate chip banana bread. So my special ingredient, I brought a singular chocolate chip.
Right. It's chocolate chip banana bread.
Chocolate chip banana bread,
Yeah.
quite literally. Whoever gets the chocolate chip, we're gonna split the loaf in half.
Right.
Whoever gets it wins.
Yeah, right. The big winner.
The big winner.
The big winner. What do you say we dive right in here?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
All right. Ready, much?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Yeah.
Banana sauce.
Banana sauce.
I mean, what if that's a thing?
Maybe. Who's to say? Musician, producer, songwriter.
I dabble.
You dabble. If you could keep one of those titles, what would it be?
Producer.
Okay.
I've never really, I mean, yeah, I would say I'm a musician, but like, I wouldn't label myself as that first. Every producer is also a songwriter. They kind of go hand in hand to an extent. But sure, like I'm a musician too. I play guitar.
Well, you are one half of Folktronica boy band sensation Dot.
Yes. I was working on some instrumentals, and Mike's thing is he just walks into the room and just starts like freestyle singing all the time, which truthfully like annoyed me a lot. And there's one time he sings this little falsetto thing, and I was like, oh man, I like that a lot. So we started working on this one song, which turned into 2 tones. And then Mike kind of stood his ground one night and he was like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I really think I should sing on this. And I said, all right, well, we gotta figure this out then. Are you gonna have 2 features, or are we just gonna do a project with us?
Yeah.
And so kind of thought about it overnight, and I realized, you know, I gotta put myself aside here and just do this with Mike. I think I realized I always try to work too independently on things, and it often gets in the way. There is another project on the way, which I also had no intentions of doing. I thought we would put that project out. We hit this random spurt of creativity, and within like a week or 2, we came up with all sorts of song ideas, lyrics, melodies, leaning more towards an album instead of an EP this time.
That's big. Chris, you just cracked some eggs in there, which brings me to my next question. You want to give us a brief history of your fascination with double yolked eggs?
Yes. So yeah, double yolks are basically, you crack an egg, you expect a single yolk like most people get, but instead 2 yolks come out. And so Sam gets a double yolk one day and he's just shocked.
As anyone would be.
Right. And sure enough, there's a few more double yolks in the carton, so we start posting it on Instagram, and people were hating on it. They didn't believe it.
Wait, people hated on the yolks originally?
People hated on the yolks a lot, which was bizarre because we were just trying to spread joy and you know,
right,
give the people what they want. It was almost like a social experiment. People like loved to hate on our double yolks. Like they were like, no way, like
that just makes me
that's
sick.
fake, bro. Like
sick.
that's there's no way that's real. And I was just like, it's just eggs, man. Like girls would always be like, oh my gosh, I'm so invested in this. This is hilarious. Me and my friends watch this all the time. And then guys would always react, bro, double yolk. Every time. Those were the only 2 reactions we got.
Well, it sounds like people came around though and they stopped you.
People either loved it or hated it. It was a very strong following and a very strong following of hatred.
It was ahead of its time, I would say.
Yeah.
I think it's time to put this bread in the oven.
Let's do it. Let's get this bread.
We almost just forgot the chocolate chip. But
The most important ingredient.
we good?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm just swirling it around.
So Chris, now that the bread is in the oven, it's time for a word from our sponsors. Would you read this card for me?
BREADSPACE is brought to you by Merv's Burgers, the heart of Mountain Creek Road. Merv's brings together delicious burgers and fries with a fun, fast-paced environment that tourists won't want to miss and locals can't get enough of. Merv's. They don't sponsor us, but they should.
Thanks, Chris.
I miss Merv's.
You miss
I miss
Merv?
Merv.
Oh, you miss Murph?
I miss Merv.
Yeah.
I miss his funny voice.
Yeah, he's great.
And he's just a goofy guy, a friendly guy, and everybody loves him in the community.
But what does he sound like?
Yeah, so when he greets you, you don't expect it. He's a tall, goofy guy, and all of a sudden he's just, "Oh, hi guys, I'm Merv."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like that.
How are you not welcomed by that?
How can you? Come on, man.
So,
Chris, it's time for Playing Favorites, our favorite segment of the show where you tell us what's best. Favorite Halloween costume you've ever worn?
oh, Batman. I was maybe 5. I had a 6-pack.
Sick. Favorite concert you've ever been to?
The second or third time I saw Dead & Company, it's a tie.
Okay. Favorite album of 2019? Damn.
Maggie Rogers' album was really good. That came out in
Okay, yeah,
2019.
Maggie Rogers, yeah. Favorite TV show?
Seinfeld.
Favorite semester of college?
Oh, probably one of the semesters of freshman year.
Okay. Favorite album of all time?
Favorite album of all time, The Ruminant Band by the Fruit Bats.
Ooh, good.
Yeah.
Favorite breakfast food?
Honey Bunches of Oats.
Favorite sport to play?
Basketball.
Favorite brand of clothing?
Only New York.
Favorite way to relax?
With a nice walk in the woods.
Tell
to
me about freshman year experience.
All
Tell me
right.
about freshman Chris.
I can't talk about freshman year without talking about Sam Soto. Shout out Houston Herd. We kind of almost were roommates. And then I said, nah, I'm just going to do random.
Okay.
And
To get away from Houston.
I didn't want to be one of those people who's not cool on the internet. Everyone's like, oh man, I'm really chill and I love music. Belmont found Sam and I
Fair.
for each other. It's just an instant bond. I mean,
A lot of people can't say that. A lot of people freshman year is tough.
Most,
the roommate's not
I'd say
good.
99 out of 100 people can't say that.
And you're the one. If you could go back and tell freshman Chris anything, what would you tell him?
Don't listen to your fears. Yeah. I think that's one of the biggest things I've learned.
Specific fears or any fears that you had?
Fears in general, but there were some fears that caused me to make certain decisions. I'm being really vague. I changed my major. Not that I regret changing my major, but I could have just thought about it way more logically.
Yeah.
I was like really afraid of what I was going to do with my major. I was an audio engineering major. And then I was like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm really afraid. I'm really not good at this, when I like actually was pretty decent at it.
Do you think that trying to avoid failure so strongly is just another way to fail?
100%.
Yeah.
If anything, you're going to fail more than you would if you didn't try to avoid failure. I think it adds up. And I've been in the spot where like I'm ready. Like I almost want to fail because I avoided it for so long.
Chris, I've heard you say before that you feel like sometimes people get the wrong first impression of you.
Yes. Oh, I love this topic.
Why do you feel like that is?
Yeah, there have just been numerous people that have said, oh yeah, I thought you were super intimidating when I met you. Which strikes me by surprise because I don't think I'm an intimidating guy. I think I'm,
Yeah.
we're doing this. This
Here we
is
are.
like
We're making
so
bread.
wholesome. I asked my parents one time, and my mom gave a funny response. She was like, honey, it's because you're tall, you're handsome. People don't know how to approach that. And
You gotta love moms.
gotta love moms. I didn't really think that was a valid answer. I'm not gonna be like, oh my, it's so nice to meet you, man. Like, oh, I have a... No. that's just not me. Nice to meet you. Like,
You'll get there.
we'll get there. Exactly.
Yeah. Why rush it?
Exactly. So I think people are thrown off by that, and I've started to greet people with smiles. It goes so far.
Chris, that's the last section of the show. Is do you want to use this platform to give any shout outs?
Oh man, I have so many people to shout out.
Go for it. Start right on the.
All right. Shout out my roommates Matt Smith, Sam Soto, Mike Octavio. Shout out to the Friendly Neighborhood Bloob, Blake Ruby. New music coming out on all platforms. My family. Shout out Jack Tucker for this wholesome baking experience. Everybody should get to know him, and more people should live like this.
Chris, thanks for coming on, man.
My pleasure.